Hello, our dear viewers. It's exactly 2:30 here in Cairo. Time for our news bulletin on Channel 2. I'm Rabia. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Wednesday urged the boosting of accuracy and transparency standards in handling the application for Digital Pioneers Initiative. At a meeting with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Communication and Information Technology Amr Talat, the President said such standards would enhance confidence and willingness to join the initiative and enhance their work capabilities. The Digital Pioneers Initiative train youth in communication and IT and designed to accelerate digital conversation and boost digital experts. At least 6 Palestinians were killed in fresh Israeli airstrikes on Gaza on Wednesday as the Israeli military resumed its aggression in violation of ceasefire that secured 2 months of calm. The Israeli army also dropped leaflets on the area in Beit Hanun and Khan Yunis in the northern and southern Gaza Strip, ordering residents to evacuate those to release the hostages. The EU's top diplomat said that she told her Israeli counterpart the fresh wave of airstrikes on Gaza was unacceptable. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas said that she would travel to Egypt on Sunday to discuss the situation with the Arab Quint, bringing together Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, adding that there was need to increase diplomatic pressure on Israel. Hamas said on Wednesday it had not shut the door on negotiations after Israel launched its most intense bombardment of Gaza since January 19 ceasefire. Hamas official Tahir Nunu said the group insisted that there was no need for new agreement in light of the existing agreement signed by all parties. And Nunu called on the international community to take urgent action in order to end the war while accusing Israel of violating the ceasefire agreement it signed. Meanwhile, a Palestinian man was killed and several others were wounded in an Israeli incursion in several refugee camps near occupied West Bank's northern city of Nablus. This comes as Israeli occupation forces continued aggression in Jenin for the 58th day, killing, wounding and detaining tens of Palestinians. Meanwhile, the UN rights chief said Israel must evacuate all settlers from the West Bank and make repatriation for decades for illegal settlement, describing the policy as a war crime. Yemen's Houthi have said they would expand their range of targets in Israel in the next hours and days unless the aggression on Gaza stops. The group also confirmed that they had targeted an air base in Israel with a ballistic missile. Egypt condemned the Israeli air raid in the Syrian territories as a flagrant escalation and blatant violation of the Syrian sovereignty, independence and integrity. A statement said the Israeli strikes reflect the insistence of the policy of enforcing new realities and show that Israel is keen on igniting tension across the region. Israeli occupation jets targeted Syrian army outpost in the central of Homs province. Israeli occupation forces has moved forces into UN-monitored demilitarized zone within Syria since the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad left to Russia, fleeing an ex-rebel advance in December. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Migration and Egyptian expatriates Badr Abdel said Tanzania's Minister of Foreign and East African Cooperation Mahmoud Thabit today inaugurated the joint business forum with the participation of senior Egyptian and Tanzanian businessmen. Abdel pointed out that Egypt attaches its top priority to enhancing economic and trade cooperation with the African countries and encouraging national businesses to intensify their activities in the continent on all levels. The top diplomat reviewed Egypt's industrial capabilities for meeting the needs of the African peoples in various sectors. Egypt condemned in the strongest terms a terrorist attack that targeted Somali President's convoy and left several people killed and wounded. A statement said Egypt denounced the criminal act in Somalia's capital Mogadishu that aimed to destabilize a fellow African and Arab country. European Union Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas said on Wednesday that Moscow could not be trusted after a phone call between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin over a ceasefire in Ukraine. Kallas was speaking ahead of the EU unveiling proposals on Wednesday on how to bolster its defenses in the face of the menace from Moscow and doubts over U.S. protections. Putin agreed in the call with U.S. counterpart Tuesday to halt attacks against Ukrainian energy targets, but refused a full 30-day ceasefire unless the West holds all military aid for Kyiv. The White House said the broader truce talks would begin immediately in Jeddah. Russia and Ukraine accuse each other of violating a new agreement to refrain from attacks on energy targets, with scores of drone strikes reported. Kyiv said that Russian forces had launched 6 missiles and dozens of drones at Ukraine overnight, killing 1 person and damaging 2 hospitals separately. Authorities in the southern Russian region of Krasnodar said that a Ukrainian drone attack sparked a small fire at an oil depot. Well, with that, our viewers, we come to the end of our news bulletin. I'm Rabia. Many thanks for watching.